Hey guys, how y'all doing today? This is Sheila with Writing Your First Book, where every Wednesday and Friday I put out videos with content about my writing journey, and I share a lot of things about self-publishing, about writing and writing tips, but also on my Friday video, it's kind of like an encouraging, inspirational, motivational day. On Fridays, I have been reading out of one of my devotionals, and I think I'm on like day 28 or day 29, so I'm getting close to wrapping up that devotional, and then I'll be doing some other inspirational things coming from the Word of God. But on Wednesdays, I try to narrow down on the writing journey, about writing your first book, or just writing. Maybe you've just started, maybe you already got a book wrote, and you still are learning. I'm telling you, I have some stuff that will help you. And I wish that I would have knew when I first started. Some things I learned along the way. Some things I learned listening to other channels. And guys, if this is the first time you've been here, I say welcome. If you are a subscriber, I say welcome back. But if this is the first time you've been here and you want to learn about writing your first book, about where to publish it, who to contact, what to do, your cover, everything, guys, subscribe to my channel, like it, share it, comment on it. You will be blessed and you will get plenty of value and information from this channel. But on Wednesdays, I started for a little while, well, for probably about 6 months or more. Last year, I was reading through my first book, Life After the Mistake. And this was my first book, and it was published in 2020. I started writing it in 2019. But I also have a devotional, How to Be Prosperous. And guys, there's a lot of things going on this summer that I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on revising my book covers for my devotionals. Going to change up the title and put just How to Be. I'm just going to put the BE, because even though we have chose religion, we've chose devotionals in the categories on the KDP platform, it is still, my books are still ending up in the section with the honeybees, like people that are buying stuff to make honey, or beehives, or people that are raising bees and things like that to sell honey. My books are ending up in that section. So we're changing up the cover a little bit. We're going to change the title. I'm going to take that B away and put the just regular B. That way, when people look for it, it can be found in the right category, or it will show up in devotionals and religion as well when people are looking for those particular scriptures, or being prosperous or being wealthy and things like that. But guys, this summer I am planning on revising this book so that I can change it over to my own ISBNs, so that this will be deleted off of Amazon, and I am adding another chapter to it, and then it will be put back on there. But again, if you've watched me any at all, you'll know that I've said before, I'm not doing it because I feel like anything needs to be added or anything needs to be taken away. To me, it was a perfect book. I shared just what I needed to share, no more, no less. But I am adding another chapter so it can be considered a revised book, that I can put it on my own ISBNs. And that's part of this channel, this content on Wednesdays, is teaching you those kind of things. But I'm excited, guys. I got a calendar coming, and as soon as I get my hands on those calendars, I will be advertising them on my YouTube channel and showing you what they look like. They are just absolutely gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And they're fixing to be sent to the printer. I'm hoping to have them in my hands by the end of June. They will be done probably in a couple weeks, but I'm not going to have them delivered. I'm going to save on the shipping and handling, because I am actually traveling to that place toward the end of June, like June the 26th, maybe the last Saturday of the month. I'm not sure. But I have my friends that have helped me with those calendars my editor, my slash proofreader editor that has helped me with these books, she actually lives in Lebanon, Tennessee, and she's having like a creative coaching, creative group meeting in June, and so that's when I'm going to pick them up. But anyway, but the last couple of weeks I started reading out of the tip book that I just put on KDP probably about a month and a half ago, maybe a couple of months almost now. It has been on the KDP platform on Amazon, and it's called How to Be a Writer. And I've been reading out of it because I have it in my Google Docs. I have it in here, so I'm reading it out of here. But that's right now. We are changing the title of How to Be a Writer. So that's some of the things that I had to do yesterday. I had to go in on the dashboard of the KDP dashboard and on my ISBN account and change the name in there, and then have the lady that did my cover to change it on her file and send it to the lady that puts it in the KDP for me. Because I'm telling you guys, I couldn't do it on my own. I don't have any idea. I'm still learning and maneuvering my way around in the computer world, and there's just some things I do not know yet, but I do plan to learn them. But we're going to start. The first week I read the introduction to my writing tip book, and then last week it was still part of the introduction, but it was more like my personal journey in the introduction. But today, the first tip that I want to give you, like, there's bullet points and things like that, but this is the first thing. Do research. Do research. Research helps with writing as well. It can also be good for making sure you get your facts straight. Whatever kind of book you're writing, be sure to do your research. But don't watch too many videos about writing or read too many different sources on the best way to market yourself. Find a couple people you connect with and glean what you can. Because I'm telling you, that was one of the things I did. I was looking and watching everybody and everything, and I was getting too much information, and it was stalling me. And that's probably in here. So here it is. Consuming too much information from too many sources can get you stuck in information overload, not knowing where to even begin with your writing. Just keep it simple. So here's one of the bullet points. Research your genre. Whatever type of book you're writing, fiction, nonfiction, children's book, novel, series, devotional, etc., there will be different writing paths and standards for that book genre within the publishing industry. Word count, titles, book size, book cover, all of these matter based on the genre of book you are aspiring to write. I'd never even heard of word count until I was about halfway through my book. We will look at word count a little closer as we move forward. No one way fits everyone. You ever go in the store and them shirts, one size fits all? And they don't. No, they're usually small and medium, no bigger than a large. So if you're extra large, the one size fits all usually does not fit. Anyway, while many YouTubers are online articles will tell you to set writing goals like keeping daily word counts, when to write, how long to write, etc. Those did not work for me. We all have different schedules and things that affect those schedules, like a spouse, children, school, or job, or each person has to find what works best for them. Some write their best in the quiet of the mornings, others in the solitude of the late evening. I just wrote when I could. Yes, sometimes I had to make myself sit down to write at a certain time because that was the only free time. Once I started writing, I would get into the flow and it would all come out easier. Each person will have to do what works for them. Hey, that's all of it. All right, next Wednesday, uh, I'm going to address the title. I will read the section of the title. Now, what I just read to you, if you're just coming in and you scooted it up, I'm reading out of my How to Be a Writer tip book. That is, and it is. I forgot to tell you, it is an ebook only. That is an ebook only. I might eventually turn it into a paperback, but right now it's just an ebook only, and it's $5.99. I'm thinking about maybe doing another sale. I put it on sale here a couple of months, about a month ago, for like 7 days, and it started out at $1.99, and then in about 3 days it went to $3.99, and then after 7 days it went back to $5.99. But even $5.99, guys, it is loaded with all kind of tips and ways that you can get started on writing your first book. And I want to drop this in before I get off of here today. This is the best time. There has never been a better time to write a book, to make your mark in the world, to make an impact, to make a difference. You know, I've not sold a whole lot of books, and I'm okay with that. I didn't start writing to become a millionaire or to become rich. I just wrote that first book, and different things that I have, come to do and to study on and to listen to. It kind of brought the devotionals into my life. I don't know. Look here, guys. Be kind. I just got this t-shirt made. Be kind. I am building on a ministry called Be Ministries. And that's what I'm writing my Be devotionals from. These will be the Be devotionals, and my plan is to have 12 of them. Like I said, we're fixing to revise the covers to match up what we just did with the calendars. You just got to start. You just got to start. And I'm watching how it's all starting to come into one genre. It's all starting to come under one umbrella. I have a passion to help people. I have a passion to encourage, to inspire, to motivate people. And I'm not talking about, just getting you hyped up for 1 day or 2 days. No, my inspiration and my motivation is always going to come from scriptures, from the Word of God. And it's really to be motivated and be intentional and be thankful and be prosperous and be faithful. All these things, they are manifested through the Word of God. And that's what my Friday videos are going to be centered around. So, I don't know. I might need to make another channel and keep this one every Wednesday on just my writing books and things like that, and make a Be Ministry channel of how to stay inspired or something like that. But that's just me asking, seeking, and knocking. And I encourage you today and challenge you today to do the same thing. Reach, seek, knock, ask, and just see where God will take you. See where the dots will connect. See what will flow from you easy. See if you can find that passion, that sweet spot, that purpose, and then move forward in those things. But guys, I'm going to get off here. We just come through Memorial Day weekend. It was a beautiful, beautiful weekend. We actually had a little bit of cool weather. I think Saturday, it was like in the 50s. And so a lot of people, it kind of messed with a lot of people's vacation, being out on the lake, being out on those pontoons and the boats and things like that. But I think it kind of warmed up Sunday and Monday, and they were still able to get out on the water. But it was a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And guys, we're moving into the summertime now. I'm here in Blytheville, Arkansas, and this is 2021. God has been good to us. God has been good to us. But I will be back Friday to encourage you, to inspire you, and motivate you with something from the Word of God. I will be reading from my devotional, but I'm hoping that just as soon as it's day 28 or day 29, so I don't have but a couple more weeks of finishing that up. And then I'm going to start trying to do some deep diving in some other areas to encourage you, inspire you, and motivate you, and teach you some biblical truths that will help you move forward in your life with God. But until then, y'all have a great day, have a great week, and I will be back Friday. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel and turn on that bell so every time that I come on, you will be notified.